Berlin kicks off talks on rebuilding Ukraine. So the war's not even over, and they're talking about rebuilding Ukraine. Do they know something we don't? Do they? Of course. So the Germans, and if look, if you're German, all right, rank and file citizen, whatever the hell, we're not talking about you, all right? Don't flatter yourself. Jesus Christ, guys. Look at who's on the screen, right? Should I just call them lizards? Look at how many of them got together. Wow, fucking vultures. Did they have a meeting such as this one where everybody showed up? It was this highly publicized where they talked about helping Ukraine and sending arms to Ukraine, military aid. Hmm? Did this many of them get together to coordinate all of that? Well, no, because had they done that, right, they probably maybe would have sent all or most of the arms that they sent to Ukraine over the last 8 months in a month or two, right? Ukraine would have repelled the Russians much quicker, and not nearly as much damage would have been done, right? They needed, my opinion, they needed to raise Ukraine to the ground so they could rebuild, right? Does that make sense? Look at this lizard, right? Oh my God, what is she so happy about, right? Handing out contracts to her corporate backers, investors, the technocrats. Is that what she's so happy about, right? Smart city prisons, here we come. So in this little DW news brief, uh, they addressed the fact that, because it's a little weird, isn't it? Well, why are they talking about rebuilding when the war ain't over, right? Oh, well, it's the justification is, well, they have to start early, right? They have to start early because it's going to take a lot of plan. This is a major undertaking, right? So they have to get ready for it. They just can't wait. Fucking vultures, right? To swoop in and make a shit ton of money, right? Give their buddies the contracts. Wherever the money's going to come from, they're talking about seizing some of Putin's, Russia's assets, right? Where's the money going to come from? Well, they're going to turn a printer on, right? That's where the money's going to come from, if need be. And all these people are going to get uh, that money nice and fresh and, you know, crinkly, very, very um, more valuable than once it's, dispersed throughout the economy and there's a reckoning of some sort and it loses its value, right? Um, but yeah, the justification is that, hey, we need to start early because this is a major undertaking. So USSR, we're just going to call it what it is, right? How about it, guys? Continuity of government. USSR, before they went into war, had been gathering troops near the Ukrainian border for like a year or something like that. Intelligence agencies, they say, suspected. Some people say knew. I would lean toward the latter myself, that there will be an invasion of Ukraine by Putin, right? A lot of people predicted this. They knew more or less, right? Well, how did they know? Well, they discussed it at the World Economic Forum, right? But where were the meetings, right? To prepare. So you don't have to rebuild Ukraine. You just repel the Russians. Where were these grand meetings to help them out, give them arms, prepare them for this, right? And What else is she saying? Oh, this reporter, right? And these people are controlled, right? I'm not saying that like they're necessarily involved, directly involved and aware that they are part of this scam, right? This scheme. But she says she doesn't fail to point out that the East and the West have very opposite goals, right? USSR wants to destroy Ukraine and the West wants to rebuild it. And these are completely separate things, guys. I mean, really? Really? Give me a fucking break, man. I mean, to me, in my opinion, this was planned. And look, I'm not saying that like these uh everybody involved in this knew exactly what. No, of course not. There's a few people up top pulling strings and they know everything, right? A handful of people. Then there's a lot more people beneath them that know a lot, but not everything, right? And then there's people, even more people beneath them, and there's the whole pyramid, right? And once you get to Joe Schmo on the ground, well, he believes everything that they tell him, right? But the higher you go up that ladder, the more skeptical and cynical they are. And once you get to the very fucking top, what are they? What are they? Huh? Ecstatic. Why? This isn't even the very top, right? But the people right beneath the people at the very top, which you're not likely to ever see, right? And if so, not often. They're absolutely ecstatic, right? Because they're going to be rolling in the dough. And the select few above them, for them, it ain't even about money because they have their finger on the on off button on that money printer, right? For them, it's about control. Seriously, like, what are we talking about here, right? We're talking about, by the time it's all said and done, a million people dead on both sides, right? Millions of homeless people in some parts of the world starving because of this or dying of malnutrition related diseases because of this, right? Then there's going to be, environmental destruction, contamination. Who knows what else is to come, right? It could be that by the time it's all said and done, this could cost millions of lives, right? In the decades to come. What the fuck is she so happy about? Right? Thanks for watching.